let's talk about VTubers. VTubers have been a thing since, I want to say, 2017. When, though they didn't really catch on until late 2018, early 2019. They became a worldwide phenomenon in the 2020s. At least that's what I think. When did I start watching VTubers? I watched a VTuber known as Kiznai AI in 2017. Her videos were actually pretty damn hilarious, I'll tell you that much. And then, of course, I haven't watched a VTuber until 2020. And that's when I was introduced to Hololive. Hololive is, well, it's not just a VTuber company, it's an idol company, specifically located in Japan. It has now branched off into different countries, like English-speaking countries like US, England, Canada, Australia, and also Indonesia. Well, not originally. They were also in China, but those VTubers have been terminated from the company, and I don't want to go down that whole rabbit hole again. There's other VTuber companies like Nijisanji and Visojo that I also occasionally watch. Who is my favorite Hololive VTuber, by the way? I'm going to have to say Okami Mio. Because I find her adorable. Moving on. Speaking of Hololive, we have the Weiss Schwarz 2022 Hololive trial decks right here in front of our very eyes. Starting from 0th Gen to Gen 5. So which Hololive generation do I most likely watch? Well, my favorite, of course, again, is Mio, but I mostly just watch gamers in general. I have now expanded and watch not just gamers, but Gen 5, Subaru, Buki. I also watch EN, ID, and that's about it. But we are actually going to be going over these trial decks in order, starting with 0th Gen and then 1st Gen. And then we'll make our way to 5th Gen from there. So let us start with Hololive 0th Gen with the members Miko, Sora, Suisei, and Roboka-chan. Here we go. So the playmats should be the exact same as the Ruby Weiss Schwarz one, but with some previews of the Hololive cards on the back instead. So here's the playmat. Here's some additional rules.
to learn how to play. There's the character cards, event cards, climax cards. Climax cards, not climax. Anyways, let's get right into the deck. Okay, so we got our deck right here. Oh, okay. A lot of Miko and Suisei cards, and a lack of Sora, if we're being honest here with this deck, but who knows. So we got a foil version of this card right here. We also have a regular version of this card. We have some of the Sora cards right here. Amnesia, Prank Masterminds, Towards the Next Step, and Blissfully Ignorant. Now, we're in the Sakura Miko. And I would say Miko, out of the four of these, might be the most popular. Judging by how hilarious she is, and recently she did a bunch of WWE videos, so yeah, that's cool. Miko is elite, let's just say that. Elite English. Okay, let's see. Thanks for waiting, Praying to God, Elite Power, and Forgetful. No, Forgetful. Roboco-san, to me, might be a bit obscure. Not as obscure as Sora, to me, since the only ones I know, or I've seen out of these four are Suisei and Miko. But Roboco-san and Sora, despite Sora being the OG, and of course Roboco-san being a robot, I feel like to me they're more obscure than the other two in 0th Gen, so here we go. High Spec Robot. Apparently this one is also a foil card, so that's cool. Proud. Leave It to Me. And Living Alongside Nature. Also, the artwork in these cards are taken from Hololive, and I would say a couple other Hololive related videos. Malfunction. And now, here we go. The last one here, Suisei. Dinosaur Hunting with Everyone. Towards the Shining Stage. On Stage. And Studying. Oh, and also Getting Air Scouted. That is it for 0th Gen. Now, let's get right into Gen 1. Again, it's like the Ruby deck. There is a 1 out of 5 chance, or 1 out of 50 chance that you can get an autograph card by any of the people who played these characters, or who played these characters. Am I worried about that, or am I interested in that? Not really. I just want to go over the decks. Okay. It's just like every other deck. We have a rule, we have a playmat, we have the rules. So this one is, of course, going to showcase cards from this deck and this deck only. So let's get started. Alrighty, let's go over the Gen 1 deck. Start off with the girls together. And this is the holo, this is the regular version. Now let's go over Hachima's cards, or Nakai Hato. Let's see, Hachima cooking towards the southern island. Summer vacation. Now Fubuki's cards. Overwhelming Curiosity, Dino Pose, the Fox of Possibility, and Splashing Water. Okay, Akirose's cards, starting with What I Should Choose. The Cruel Truth, Look Only at Me, and The Strongest Greeting. Now let's go over Mel's cards, starting with Bite Bite, and this is the one that's a holo. I find that very interesting. That Summer with You, Cunning, and, well, that's it. Now, lastly, Matsuri-chan. Starting with The Strongest Greeting, Enthusiastic Summer, Dino Pose, and that's it. That is Gen 1 and 0th Gen done. Next we'll be doing Gen 2 and Gamers. So I would say out of both of these decks, Gen 1 has the most cards. Well, they have one extra more than 0th Gen and probably any other deck so far. But yeah, that's it.